Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jenny and today I have a tutorial for you. Today's tutorial is going to be a simple glam makeup look. Let's go ahead and start the look. So to start, I'm going to start by priming the face, and to prime I'm using the Stay Matte Mattifying Primer by Rimmel London, and I'm just going to rub this all over my face. So now that I'm primed, I'm going to go into the Revlon ColorStay foundation in the shade 250. I am in the Combo Oily formulation. So I'm going to put dots all over my face. To blend that foundation out, I'm going to be using my Sigma F80 Flat Top Kabuki brush. Now I'm going to go into the Wet n Wild Coverall Correcting Palette, and I'm going to go into that green shade and just take a tiny little bit on my finger, and I'm going to dot it over top of this blemish here. Now going in with just a little bit more foundation, I'm going to cover that up now. To conceal and highlight, I'm going to be using the NYX HD Concealer in the shade Porcelain. I'm going to blend it out with my Eco Tools blending sponge. Going into a loose powder mixture, it's a mixture of two different powders that I have. I'm going to just lightly set under the eyes and in the rest of the T-zone. I'm now going to set the rest of my face with my Wet n Wild Coverall powder, and I have mine in the shade Neutral Buff. Just to kind of tone down the powder a little bit, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild setting spray and just spritz my face a little bit. So just to save a little bit of time, I went ahead and filled in my eyebrows, and to do that I used the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil, and mine's in the shade Blackest Brown, and then I set with a clear brow gel. To move along with the face, I'm going to go ahead and contour, and to contour I'm using the Sculpting powder in the shade Medium by Kevyn Aucoin. It's just a little sample size, but I'm going to take this interesting teardrop shaped brush that I got for Christmas, and I'm going to stick this down into that little pan and just kind of start to carve out the cheeks with this, and then blend. I'm going to take whatever's left on that brush and just kind of carve out the nose a little bit just to give it a little bit more shape. To bronze, I'm going to be using my Physicians Formula bronzer in the shade Light Bronzer, taking a nice fluffy tapered brush. For blush, I'm going to take the Tarte blush in the shade Party, and I'm just going to apply it with a fluffy round brush to the apples of the cheeks and tapering it slightly up. To highlight, I'm going to use the ColourPop Pressed Powder Highlighter in the shade here Kitty Kitty. I'm going to apply this to the tops of the cheekbones, a little bit down the nose, and on the Cupid's bow. So I went ahead and tightlined my upper lash line with some black liner, and now I'm going to take the Milani Shadow Primer to prime my eyelids. So now that my eyelids have been primed, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Single Shadow in Brulee, and I'm just going to sit this on the lid to set the shadow. For the rest of my eyeshadow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the ColourPop You Had Me at Hello palette, and what I'm going to do first is I'm going to start with this nice pink shade. What is it called? Winning Ticket, and mixing it with 2 Ps, and I'm just going to put this into the crease in the outer V. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Want You Back on a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to focus this on the outer corner and into the crease. But I'm not really going to blend that shade up, it's going to stay in these areas. So now for the inner half of the eye, I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Single Shadow in the shade Pink Champagne. It's this beautiful shimmer shade. And on a flat, kind of pointed, tapered brush, I'm going to take that shadow and just put it on the inner half of the eyes. I'm going to take my finger now and just put a little bit more on just to kind of pack in the color. And blend it out over most of the eye as well. So now that I have finished all of the shadow on my top lids, I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes, add mascara and some false lashes, and I will be right back to finish the rest of the face. So now that I have my mascara and lashes on the top, I'm going to go ahead and take this Fat Elf eyeliner marker. It has a really, really fat tip, and I'm going to go from the inner corner just to where my lashes stop, just so there's like a connected line there. So now I'm going to put a nude liner in my waterline. Taking a pencil brush and going into these two lighter shades from the palette that I used earlier, I'm going to run that all along the entire lower lash line. I'm just buffing this out. Taking a flat definer brush and going into that darker shade that I used, I am then going to put this on the very outer portion of the lower lash line. Taking that pencil brush, I'm going to just blend that out. For the inner corner highlight, I'm going to take the light shade called The Knot, and I'm going to put this right on the inner corners after I clean out the eye boogies. For the bottom lashes, I'm going to be taking the Mega Slim Skinny Mascara by Wet n Wild just to put on the bottom lashes. For the lips, I'm going to be using the Ofra liquid lipstick in the shade Unzipped. I got it in my Ipsy bag and I've really been enjoying it, and I think it would look great with this look. So while I wait for the liquid lipstick to set, I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face, and to do that I'm going to be using the Flower Seal the Deal Long Lasting Matte Finish Setting Spray. So this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed. I think it's really, really great for when you're wanting to look a little bit glam, but you don't want to look too overdone. And I wore this look for Christmas, and I think it was great for that occasion. So it's just a really nice, simple glam look. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you would like to subscribe, please feel free. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.